no.
Oh boy, what did I do? Hey everyone, Peter here with the CitrusBros, and tonight I'm being joined by...
It's Captain Riptide, your favorite citrus brother, and we're both joined by...
Hi.
We got the basic Instagram girl, so we're just gonna call her Vanilla.
So we got basic Instagram girl Ivanaamagdalena on Instagram, who's here to talk with us, have some hoots and hollers, and answer a couple questions with us. You know, answer the questions everybody's too scared to ask.
Exactly, that's what this is all about. The raw material that has no editing whatsoever.
The raw content.
Yeah, so in these trying times with the economy going downhill, this is a perfect time for one of my business ideas. So, if you guys remember, we talked about liquid caffeine, right? The thing is there's a museum of money in Denver, Colorado. It is the saddest thing ever because you go in there and basically the government just flexes on the poor people because they have $10 million sitting in cash, and then that's basically it. They give you, like, there's a couple of coins and things like that, and when you're done looking at it, they give you $100 in shredded money, right? So get this. There's homeless people, even more right now, more homeless and unemployed people. So what you do is you take liquid caffeine, and then you can also buy meth pretty cheap. So you get all these homeless people, you put them in your basement, and you pump meth through the vents, and you give them liquid caffeine to drink, so they're always energized. And you have a couple homeless people that rotate, and they go
what does this have to do with the Museum of Money?
Yeah. No, exactly. So look, the Museum of Money gives you $100 in shredded bills. So what you do is you have some homeless people rotate. So, like, let's say they work 5 days a week, and then 2 days a week they go to the museum, they get the $100 in shredded bills, bring it back, and you have the other homeless people that are high on meth and liquid caffeine putting it together. So you have all these people putting all that stuff, all that money together, and you can make a whole bunch of money because liquid caffeine is pretty cheap. So, like, what do you think? I think that's a very feasible idea.
Well, they'll never be able to put it back together in such a way that you could spend it.
Well, you just crushed my whole idea, Marion. God damn it. Well, yeah, so I mean, that was my business idea. You know, if anyone...
Wow, there's a lot of smoke here.
If anyone can know how to fix that loophole, hit me up in the DMs, you know. And,
yeah, we'll give you 10% of the profits as a royalty for your idea.
Well, no, actually, no. Okay, so what's the law? Like, if you put the bill... Oh, that blew up. If you put the bill back completely, I think they still have to take it, don't they?
I don't know if they have to, but I think you can go to a bank. I think all you need is more than 50% of a dollar. They can give you a new one.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, I've had bills where they get torn up and you just bring them back and then, you know, they give you a new one. So, I mean, if it's shredded, it might look suspicious, but by law, they have to take it.
We could try it. I mean, it's only going to cost, like, a homeless person, you know, like, none of their time.
Oh, what the hell? It might have been the explosives.
My corpse is completely disintegrated. There's just a blood splatter where my body was.
That's Big Mar giving us a sign that this is a good idea and we should pursue it. Popular Instagrammer and vanilla Instagram girl, what is your idea on that?
I think it's doable, especially since, well, you know how Colorado closed their homeless shelter, so you could probably get a lot of people in on it.
Yeah, exactly. And like a lot of people are, you know, homeless and unemployed right now.
Yeah, well, because during Corona they decided to close it, like all of them.
Wait, so where the hell do all the homeless people go?
On the streets.
Jesus. Well, there you go, people. Open up your basements, buy up some liquid caffeine, and make money. Okay, so here's a question that a lot of you might be thinking about. porn star, is it a dream job or no? Because it's like, you know how they say when you do something too much, it becomes a job and like less of an entertainment. Kind of like us, you know, we're gaming, and honestly, these last couple days, it has felt more like a job. I mean, I still enjoy what I do, but like, you know, it's not just casual gaming. It's like you have to put in work. So
I've talked about that before. I feel like being a porn star is one of the most depressing jobs you can have, because you take like the only like normal pleasure you can have in life, and it is now your job.
And yeah, I don't know if you guys watched. There's a show on Netflix called Too Hot. No, it's called Hot Girls Want It. This dude, he's like, yeah, sometimes I have to take like 4 Viagra pills a day. You know, a day, dude, just so he can keep it working.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so popular Instagram and vanilla Instagram girl, what do you think? What are your thoughts?
I actually watched a YouTube video on this girl that used to be a porn star, and now she's like married, and now she literally can't have kids. Got many.
Oh my God. Can't have kids because like she
she can't get pregnant.
And I feel like they use like a lot of control too. I wonder if that sterilizes them over time.
Oh no, I almost locked you in there. Did you say they lose a lot of birth control?
Yeah, because you know how they just finish the deed inside of them, but they don't get. They're probably like on hardcore birth control.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that I definitely probably like. I mean, I could see doing it for like a year, you know, while you're in college. Do it for a year, have fun, but then like, you know, anything longer, you are damaging your body long term.
Well, again, I don't think it's ever fun.
I kind of told you guys about this, spoiler alert. So, you know how Chuck E. Cheese pizza is disgusting, right?
I actually really enjoy it.
Okay, well that's why you're our guest star, because you know we need some opinions besides our own. Anyways, I've actually never had it.
No, and wrong opinions are still opinions.
No, you cannot tell me you have not gone to Chuck E. Cheese and you ordered the pizza and you weren't expecting anything and you tried it and you're.
No, I've never had it. I'm just you know, I'm just gonna go off the memes and the fact that it's made by a mouse, and you know, it's not Ratatouille. Like Ratatouille only works in cartoons.
Oh, I said that. Ratatouille. Say cartoons again.
Cartoons. So, anyways, Chuck E. Cheese pizza, whether disgusting or not, but most likely are, they are branding themselves as they're branding themselves as like
Pasquale's Pizza and Wings.
Who?
What's that?
Pasquale's Pizza and
Wings.
Pasquale is the rat in the foursome.
Yeah, it's one of the kind of like mascots. So on DoorDash and all of that, they're branding themselves as Pasquales to trick people to order pizza from them. Like I don't know, that just pisses me off. What do you guys think about it?
Well, I wonder. I mean, they've got to make money too, and if they can't run their arcades, then you know they got to make money off the food. But I don't know how I feel about it being false advertisement. You know, like is it? I think the issue people have been having is they assume it's a small business, and a lot of people try to support smaller businesses, like they give them extra donations, like go out of their way to shop there. So like this bed's never gonna get burned. Oh, it's not. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta close the door on big items. But yeah, from what I read, same thing what you just said is that a lot of people, you know, they want to support small businesses in these trying times. Yeah, you know, they want to support people in these hard times, and you know, them putting themselves up as like Pasquales or I feel like that's just wrong.
Yeah, and I'd even say like if you as a business, like you know, if you have such a negative stigma about your food, you know, you kind of had it coming then.
Well, and I think they said, who else does it? Applebee's did that?
Yeah, they did it too.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know what they named themselves.
See, with them, I see it as nothing but them trying to take advantage of people wanting to support small businesses.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think like if your brand, the business brand is so bad that you have to lie to your customers in order to get them to come in outside of like normal situations, then you know that's just messed up. Like you gotta change your business instead of lying to people.
Yeah.
What do you think about Applebee's, Ivana?
I don't really understand why they would do it. I feel like they already get enough business.
Well, are they a buffet or are they like a normal restaurant?
They're like a chain restaurant.
It's like Chili's.
Okay. Yeah, because I was thinking more of like, you know, Golden Corral or Country Buffet. I was thinking they're a buffet.
No. I wonder how the buffets are doing, because like a buffet's always been known for crappy food, but you get a bunch of it. Oh, my stomach hurts so bad.
Top, middle, or bottom?
Yes.
What the hell?
But Peter, here's what we're all dying to know: your skincare routine.
Well, you see, so I'm a very greasy person, right? So what you want is when you're cooking, you actually want the grease on your body. Because think about it. So, you know how like your goal is to make your skin soft, right?
Yes.
Well, the inside of your body is soft, like, you know, your muscles and all of that, your organs, they're soft. So why is that? It's because of fat. So when you're cooking, especially bacon, and you get all that bacon grease all over your face, you just, you know, you don't want to push it too hard, but you do want to give it a little rub inside your face. And then that gets in the pores, and you see the inside of your body fuses with that fat, and then it creates like a good skin, and that's how you have flawless skin.
Wait, are you for real? You actually rub bacon grease all over yourself?
I think he's onto something. I think I'm gonna try it.
All right. Well, make sure you make a TikTok video explaining how to do that, and then.
Hey, it works, guys. It works. Like, I mean, think about it. That's, you know how like everyone's trying to be natural these days, right? Well,
Yes.
like, what's more natural than grease? You know, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude,
I know there's some dermatologist who's like cringing right now.
if a dermatologist watches this video, I will be surprised. You know, like, grease has been around for thousands of years. Like, you know, like we all evolved from grease. You know, like.
Fall from grease.
Yeah.
Here in 2020.
So we were all in the ocean, and then, you know, we're like these little microbes, and then we just like grew greasy, and that's how you could float, because grease floats in water, and the earliest forms of microorganisms could float in water, so we were all grease. So it's, if we put grease on our body, it's like us reuniting with our past selves, and, you know, evolution recognizes that, and it gives you soft skin. So what's your skincare routine, Ivana?
I put Vaseline on my skin.
And Vaseline is greasy. See, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, see, but the thing with Vaseline is it's made of oil, so it's not actually natural.
Yeah.
It's like adding extra steps. Which Vaseline do you use? Do you use like the extra dry or the super dry, or?
The normal one.
Oh, okay. You guys ready for this? This is a nasty hour with Uncle Joe, and I don't know. Anyways,
Who's Uncle Joe?
What?
Is he part of the Big Bob saga?
You know, the grapevine has told me that
The grape wine?
the grapevine.
Oh, grapevine. Your English is so bad, I have no idea what you said.
The grapevine. Wait, anyways, someone told me. Someone told me that there's like a dude. You know, he was going on about his day eating out a girl, and as he's doing that, a worm comes out of the butt. Like, I don't know what.
I've heard that before.
That sounds like, I feel like that's possible, but that just, either his eating game was strong, or that's just some next level nasty stuff right there.
No, it's a tapeworm.
Oh man, but I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
do you want to fact check us real quick?
And then you can like cut off that part and we'll still be alive and regrow it.
Oh, that's just nasty.
So what happened? Did they pull it out? Did he leave it?
Probably puked and then swore off women for the rest of his life.
Yeah, dude, I think that's when I would go gay or something.
Well, the problem is dudes have balls too. You literally have to go asexual.
Yeah, that's when I would go asexual, dude. That would be a sign. Well, no, I would just never eat booty again.
Oof. That's a good question for Ivana. Has she ever eaten booty?
No, I refuse.
Who ate booty now?
The basic Instagram girl we have.
No, dude, I heard this one girl actually told me when her booty was being eaten, like she screamed. So
Peter's like, girls always scream when they see me.
It's for a good reason, dude. So as technology is getting more advanced, right? Like, you know how we have a hunger issue, right, in Africa and all that.
Yes.
And then there's also an obesity issue in the States, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to kind of like kill two birds with one stone, you send all the people that are fat to Africa, and then, you know, they get like a nice little vacation. It'll be like, you know, kind of like, yeah, they go on vacation on the hotel, and then they suck the fat out, liposuction the fat, and they put it in the African, like in the starving people, you know, like
that did not go the direction I wanted to.
I thought he was gonna tell them to starve and like switch them.
Yeah, he was gonna make the people starve because the skinny people come to America, and I have a rebuttal for that plan. But then he says his plan, and I'm like lost.
I mean, but think about it. It looks like, you know, maybe not right now, but like in 10 years, when liposuction, because like plastic surgery, well, that was like really bad, you know, 10, 15 years ago, and it got really like way better. Maybe in like 10, 15 years, when liposuction is really easy to do, you just take all the fat, suck it out.
No,
of the
now
fat.
they do the cryo. They like freeze the fat off.
How the hell do they freeze the fat off?
I don't know, dude. I never tried it. Maybe if we get YouTube famous enough, I'll try it.
Do it for the YouTube.
Yeah, the people need to know if it works.
Well, yeah, but you take all the fat from the fat person, and then, you know, you just, like, you don't even need to, you just hook it up to a tube. So, like, you have a pump, right? And then you just, like, have the pump suck the fat out of the fat person, and then the tube will just shove it into the skinny person. And then, you know, there you go. It's fixed.
I wonder if, I feel like fat isn't compatible. It's like a kidney. You need the genes
Yeah,
to
I was
match.
about to say maybe anti-rejection
Pills.
pills. Yeah.
Yeah, but those like completely weaken your immune system. I wonder if there's a doctor that can explain this to us. If we take somebody's fat, put it up someone else's butt, maybe they'll be able to use it.
I feel like if anything, fat would be compatible.
You know, those fat, there we go. Those fat genes have the same DNA as that person does. You know, they're based off the same stem cell.
Well, so when they do liposuction, they don't like, do they suck? I'm guessing they suck out blood, so they would have to like have the same blood.
No, I don't
type.
think it'll work. What I was going to say, well, it doesn't even matter. This topic's dumb.
Well, we need dumb topics.
Okay, so basic white Instagram girl. How is Instagram? How have you enjoying it as a platform? And how soon do you envision yourself getting rich off it?
I don't see myself getting rich off of it soon, but it would be nice. I just want free clothes. Like, I don't want to be rich off of it, you know, because clothes is really expensive.
Oh yeah,
So
well, what type of clothes would you take? So like, if they sent you something that an 80-year-old lady wears, would you take that for free and pose in it and advertise that?
If I could make it work, yeah. Because, like, floral, you can make that work. Like, a nice floral dress.
That's like in, isn't it?
Yeah, like sandal, wavy hair, you know?
The hippies.
Yeah.
What do you think about, I don't know how familiar you guys are, but apparently thrifting is a thing. Like, you go to a thrift shop. Yeah, I'm guessing it is. So what do you think about thrifting?
Yes.
Like, do you think that's an actual thing, or do you think that's just some people that are like, you know,
No, it's for
broke?
real. You know how hipsters are.
Well, I think they are thrifting and they're not. Because every time I go to the thrift store, I'll, like, see one cute item and that's it. And I'm like, I know people, like, post such, like, cool outfits that you can buy, like, Urban, and they say, yes, it's all thrifted. And I'm like, is it all thrifted now? You know what I mean? Because, like, when you go to, like, a thrift store, like, it's just, like, low-rise jeans, you know? And, like, no one wears those. I mean, I guess it's trying to come back, but...
Okay, so what's your limit for thrifting? Would you... So, you would thrift normal clothes, right? Would you thrift underwear? Let's say it's, like, a Gucci pair of underwear that costs $1,000.
Once in their life.
They don't sell underwear. If I found it, though, I think I would buy it and sell it as if it was new.
Would you wash the underwear and wear it?
Yeah. That's what you just did before this video.
Oh, no. This was the toilet when you used it in Croatia.
It's not enough shit. Did you just die?
Alright, so basic white Instagram girls gotta go.
Big sad.
Can we get some F's in the chat?
I never understood that. Can you guys explain this to me? Actually, this is something I've always wanted to know. I'm like on Facebook and there will be like a meme and the caption is always F in the chat. What does it mean?
So in a Call of Duty game, there was a cemetery scene where these soldiers are visiting the grave of their dead friend, and you walk up to his grave and then it comes up and says press F to pay respects.
Yeah, so everyone started doing that.
So when someone says F in the chat, do you just like type F?
Yeah.
Like, is that something you do, or okay?
So I expect you to put S in this chat when you rewatch this video so we can get some views.
Yes. Okay. Everyone put an F in the chat so I can finally know what I mean.
I was gonna say that was our guest star, basic Instagram girl.
Bye. Thanks for having me.
Give a like if you wanna see more guest stars. We must get paid a lot of money though, cause like, you know, first of all, this is all classified. So you probably get a lot of money, dude. Like I would actually go in this field. Would you? Because so I remember in a business class, I don't remember the exact context, but there was it was like a nuclear facility. Yeah, I think there was like a small like nuclear leak, and they had to like clean it all up or something. So yeah, there were like people that got paid. You get contracted out, and they got paid a lot of money. Because you get paid, I think, per like kilogram of nuclear waste you remove. So they found like a quick way of doing it. And, you know, they got a whole bunch of money from the government. So, like, would you do that as a job? I think it'd be interesting.
Well, I think when it comes to nuclear, like cleaning nuclear radiation, I think there is a safe way to do it where you have minimal risk.
Yeah, like I was going to say, I think, first of all, it'd be kind of cool. You get to, like, you know, first of all, work in cool classified locations. Like, imagine, like, yeah, we just killed an alien in Area 51. Go clean it up. So that'd be kind of cool. Plus, you probably get paid a lot of money. And yeah, you have job security because there's always going to be like, you know, dirty things to clean. Oh, here's potentially a topic. So, you know Black Mirror, right?
Yeah.
You know that episode where it's like you spend 10 seconds in real life, but it's actually like 1,000 years for you because you're like in that little egg or whatever. It's like a virtual reality.
Oh, but those were not you. That was like they like extracted memories and created a new you, and then since it was a fake person, they could alter its reality as much as they wanted to.
I've saw that scientists, they're working on a drug that could basically, like, and I don't know how real this is, but I mean, let's say it is, like, you know, it probably won't be happening for like another 50 or 100 years or whatever, but so basically they give you this drug and it just slows down time for you. And I mean, I could see that being real because you know how like different types of drugs like acid and all that does. So
yeah, it changes your perspective of time.
Yeah, so they say, you know, with that drug, they could make you serve like your, you know, prison sentence in as little as like 8 hours. What do you think about that?
Oh, because they make time go super slow, and that's a good point, because it'll still make you feel just, if not more insane, because if 8 hours felt like 40 years and you can't move, dude.
Well, I didn't like, yeah, I haven't thought about the logistics of it, but in a way, honestly, I think I would prefer that, because think about it, like, you spend 40 years of actual life, you throw away your actual life, you know, you come out, you're like, what, you're like 50, 60 years old, not 50 because you'd be a kid, but you're like...
Well, I'd say even because, like, you know how some people have full life sentences? Like, if you have 300 years, and you'd have to suffer the equivalent of staying in the same spot 300 years, and then you can finally go back to society. Like, you would never... It's like, you could finally go back and function in society, and you would never want to be in that again. Like, feel that again. And then you don't have to actually have people in prison.
Yeah, but then, see, it's kind of like an up and down. So, like, yeah, you that way, you know, like, you don't waste your whole life in prison, so you can actually go back, you know, be productive member, because, you know, like, well, let's say you go to prison at 30, you come back, you're like, you know, 30 in 8 hours, so you can still go back. But then the problem is, what does it do to your mentality? Like, would you be able to? Because imagine, like, it depends on how it works.
Yeah,
but
like
if it's kind of like what you're saying, where you're in the same spot, I don't think anyone would be sane after that. So if anything, you'd be more of a danger than if you went to a prison.
Well, I guess it all depends. Like, what I feel like you could do is you give the people the option. Where, like, all right, well, you could go to that amount of time, but you won't like lose, you won't actually lose the time, but you're going to go insane. And then they do like a psychiatric evaluation after.
See, what I'm imagining is, let's say it's even more advanced. Like, let's say you're actually living in like the little AI world, kind of like how in the Black Mirror, like you're not just in one spot, like you're actually moving around and you can do things. You know what I imagine? Corporate slavery. Because think about it. You have all of these little people. That's what's gonna power the AI. Like, if you've seen movies like Ready Player One and like, I know there's a couple others where like, kind of, what's on Blade Runner, kind of like where corporations own the world, right? So, imagine this. People just go to jail, and then it's like, hey, you're gonna serve as this, like, you're gonna serve your sentence in like 8 hours.
Yeah.
So you get basically uploaded to this program, and then I can just imagine you have to like, you'll be the AI, like you have to answer all the CAPTCHAs to make the AI smarter. Because we talked about this last episode where it's like, you know what, if I'm using a website, like, I hate that you're gonna make me do free work for you by answering which one of these is a stoplight,
Yeah.
So imagine spending 40 years doing that.
I don't know how trustworthy those results will be, because that's all that person's doing for like 40 years.
Well, yeah, but you have like thousands of them. Like, you have, like, if you take every prisoner there is now, and dude, but the AI would be so advanced, but it would just be hell on earth doing that.
That's an interesting way where you can extract something. And you can even do sort of like how Black Mirror does, where they use those AIs control a house. Like, the person actually becomes an AI, and all they do is run the tasks like that require higher power.
Yeah.
But then that would actually just be worse than a computer, though. Like, a computer would do that better.
Well, I mean, if you do it in like a modern day, maybe not. Well, again, it depends on like how far, how advanced the technology will be. But I think that would be like a pretty messed up way to go. Like, 40 years of doing CAPTCHAs, I'd be like, dude, just give me, like, just unplug me.
It's like, just give me the electric chair.
Yeah, just give me the chair. And then the thing is, you've seen that episode where, you're in the electric chair, but they keep repeating it. I'm like, not that chair.
So, for the audience, I just came from the airport. I had a business trip, as well as I flew to Denver to visit my family. So the airport is completely full these days. It seems like the world is slowly starting to be again.
Wait, it's like full?
Full. Like, I mean, I didn't have to sit next to anybody, but like when I flew to, there was nobody at the airport.
Huh. That's interesting. I mean, what are you thinking? Like, business? I'm guessing most of those would be business trips, right?
You would think, but I think it's people now.
Well, I know, I mean, yeah, that's crazy, because I know international travel is still, unless, like, you really need to go somewhere, international travel is pretty much prohibited.
You could still do international travel, but each country has their own, like, rules, though. Like, they could be like, you have to quarantine in a hotel for 2 weeks before.
That would suck. Imagine just being like, yeah, I want to go, like, visit Mexico for a week, gotta chill in a hotel for 2 weeks, and then, well, that's crazy. I mean, yeah, it sounds like things are getting, well, what do you think? Do you think there's gonna be, like,
It's like I said, I think that we've done a lot of destruction to the economy because of the sniffles.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know, like, see, the thing is, it doesn't matter how much you quarantine or how much you don't, if people are gonna be stupid. Because, like, every day I see on Reddit or Facebook or wherever, it's like, this person got mad because, they're like, oh, I don't want to wear a mask, it's a free country. It's like, no, you're being a dumbass, if, a lot of the population is like that. At that point, it honestly, I mean, yeah, quarantine will still, make it a lot better. But, like, when you have so many dumb people like that, like, at that point, it's like, whatever. Then just, like, the people that care, they can wear masks and they can wear gloves and, they'll stay safe. But the people that don't, if they're going to be stupid and be like, oh, I don't want to do it because it's my right, then, just let them go out and be stupid. Because, I mean, that's what most of the new cases, that's basically them. it's people protesting, people going to church, you know, people just being stupid and not like being like, oh, you know, I came from like France or wherever, but no, I'm not sick. It's like, no, dude, you should quarantine. So, you know, that's most of the problem right there.
Yeah. Well, it's like the problem is the people who aren't going to die for it, worried about it. And the elderly are the ones who are going to suffer from it. It's you just have to let it go, you know.
Where are you?
It's hard to say, but I think most of the elderly who are going to die from it are just one bad fall away anyway. Yeah, the only exception I'll say to that is people who have like pre-existing conditions, you know, next to the elevator.
Well, I think we got. I mean,
motherfucker.
Like,
how'd you throw me?
How'd you die? Alright, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching. We got a very special outro today. It's an elevator in an elevator.
Uh-oh. Oh no!
Oh my god, wait, press up. Let's press up on this.
I can't.
I'm trying to, my mouse, there we go. I'm pressing up. Oh, oh my god! Oh, dude, I felt. Oh, there's so much trash. I'm on the bottom.
Anyway, I'm Captain Riptide.
Wait, come down here. Oh, where are you?
I'm in.
You're stuck. There's so much trash under it, dude. We're gonna have to clean under the elevator. Oh, you killed me. Yeah, thanks for watching.
This is Captain Riptide.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh my god, I actually got out of it. Oh, your body's here.
Yeah, I'm in the mattress, so I guess I died, like, softly.